I want to say this to us though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us.
So I saw a lot of men offended by what Dr. Umar said, and I understand why you're offended. However, y'all are not looking at the situation holistically. He's saying as a whole what we have done. As a whole. So that means pretty much everyone who came before you. Because we're now finding out that trauma can actually be in one's DNA that can last generations. So he's not just talking about, like, I don't know how all these gentlemen are that he's talking to. Like, I watch this stuff from time to time. But he's not really talking about younger generation or younger people. Like, how can you be responsible for pain that happened 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years before you? Like, you can't be responsible for that. However, you can make changes for that. Now, me, personally, in my opinion, you are not responsible for your community until you're 30. Now, why do I say this? Generally speaking, the average person's brain doesn't fully develop till they're 25. So prior to 25, you don't really have a clear consensus of who you are, what you want to be, or anything like that. Hell, people older than that still don't really have that. I mean, there's a lot of factors that play into that, but people don't have that. So if your brain doesn't fully develop for 5 years to really get a sense of who you want to be, then even in those 5 years until you become 30, you're trying to still figure stuff out. Now, 30 and above, that would include me. You are responsible for your community. You are responsible for the people around you. You're responsible for the changes that you want to see happen and make. And how do you go about doing that? You go to school district meetings, you go to chamber of commerce meetings, you go to counseling meetings, you go to all these different things, and that's how you become responsible for your community. Yes, being a football coach, basketball coach, whatever, those type of coaches, getting involved in all that other stuff are cool on that level too. But the type of change that Dr. Umar is discussing and wants to see is on a bigger level, and that's really what it means. He's not attacking them per se. He's not even attacking people younger than him. He's talking about the generations that happened before him. And that's why I say 30 and above. To me, 30, you're no longer in those entry level positions. Generally speaking, you're, I'm not going to say you're directors, but you're assistant managers, project managers, etc. and so forth, where you sit in a position where you can make substantial change, and you should be when you're 30 or above.